Regulators. We regulate any stealing of his property. We're damn good, too. But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean. Earn your keep.
Regulators! Don't let them take you out your spirit, gotta stay focused. Can't go back living how it was, cause it's repulsive. I don't ask for much, this all I ever wanted. And not killing die by how that you can quote me. Yeah, these hoes for the streets, they ain't holy. I ain't pulling up the spiritual when devils kiss. We ain't no cowards, please don't say what you gon' do. Or post something on the internet you think you gotta prove. Cause I got Karak Ice, I got Shia War, got I.S.U.P.K, I got Imawan, got Kabataban, I got Tazaba, got Kakamaima, got Karan Yala, got Yeragabar, Tribe I.S.U.P.K, bring out Gaba War. Couple young men in this bitch with an olive oil. If you ain't in these ranks, then you out of order. It's a time for everything right now, it's time for war. And I'm still the same nigga when I'm not recording. I pull up, shoot from half like I'm Michael Jordan. I don't think they fit to join the Lord's army. I survived a Christian church, moral of the story. Be so many demons, I got one. Describe it. I know they mad at me, cause I can't trust the white man. I gird up my loins and did something mighty. Yeah, what's done in private, it's gonna come to light. Speak the truth into these bones and watch them come to life. All my friends are dead. Let loose all the plagues.
White nigga, goddamn devil, man. The way he done our people, man, is unhuman, man. And the wicked don't stop, trying to adopt, but this shit don't stop. Granted, they fall, wanna see them all fall, not one, not two, wanna see them all fall, that they do not rise. Happy she be when he does shit, little ones. See, I know things they don't want you to know. Act like we ain't never told you before. Devil on the earth, there was murder, they be. Don't worry about it, brother, he gon' reap what he sow. Don't worry about it, sis, he gon' get it for the low. I wanna see him dead for a nigga, gotta go. Fucking with him, he don't wanna see us grow. Hangers in the trees, then watch his bodies rot. Put us in the 5 minute, gotta be hot. Put us in a cell, man, they gotta be held. Do you know how it feels when you can't fight back? Weak ass cops don't know about Jack. No, they really wanna see a little weak nigga. But I'm black, all black on my feet, nigga. Martin Luther King had a dream, nigga. No matter what it seems, we ain't free, nigga. I would never join hands with my enemies, knowing that the crackers trying to get rid of me. Ain't no cracker really ever did shit for us. Only give back what they took from us. I only want blood, I don't want your love, cause I get enough from the most high above. Can't take it back, too late for that. Don't cry now, too mad for that. Crackers gon' die, I'm a that, yeah.
Where the soldiers at? Where the black men get together by thousands and say, enough is enough. We ain't gonna be killing each other no more.
I woke up today in reality, looking at my people and the casualties. Misunderstood for having some morality, but my people dead in spirituality. Lord knows, no sense of order. Used to love to press the line, even bitch sit back and try to manipulate. Yeah, that's why I got it on my own too. You see me rocking with the Hebrews. UPK is how we do. Stand for the Lord. The mother niggas is see-through.
Where the soldiers at? Where the soldiers at?
Wake your game up, my nigga. Ain't no time for this shit. I know you sitting back thinking that life
King, this for the king.
It's safe to say we curse today, trying to find another way, but all they do is take away, trying to pray the fake away while trying to take away. I.S.U.P.K face to face, please go and save the day, cause everybody at my job always got some shit to say. You might think this shit is crazy, but I deal with this every day, knowing that we paved the way. I had it up to here today. Listen. So even if they face away, but I know what them scriptures say. We gon' wait on judgment day, thinking it ain't coming, thinking the Lord bluffing, waiting on the day it's gonna be hotter than the oven. Though they treat me like a slave, wanna see me in the grave. Hate to see a nigga brave, hate to see a nigga brave. It's hard at my job, but I'll be too wide, knowing that this crackers gon' get it no problem. It's hard at my job, but I'll be too wide, knowing that this crackers gon' get it no problem.
On West. Yeah. I'ma do it when you afraid to do it. I'ma tell you what you need to hear. This life, they got us fucked up, man. Real fucked up. Look. Feel me one time. Look. Yo. I know struggle, I know pain. Cope with the long days. I know this place called America. I know this place where they deal with us like homeland terrorists. I know this place got us fucked up. I know this place got us positioned so we never try to stand up. I know this place wanna see me sleep. And when it come to my people, they love to see a black man weak. But it's survival of the fittest. And when it come to the law, best believe we gon' get it. Rise Israel, rise. Fuck the devil for his lies. Fuck the devil for his lies. Rise Israel, rise. Fuck the devil for his lies. Fuck the devil for his lies. Rise Israel, rise. Rise Israel, rise. Yeah, look, this ain't no place you wanna be, where you can surrender for this white man, he play for keeps. And when it comes to his love, you should never wanna see. I want war, fuck peace. I want war, fuck peace. I want them dead in the streets. I want war, fuck peace. I want them dead in the streets. I want them dead in the streets. Yeah, so prepare them troops, because my king comes through, he gon' show you what it do. Death to all you other nations, you had a hand in the equation for this hell I be facing. See, man, y'all think it's a game when we bring it to you like this, man. I gotta give you the truth. When they lie to you, you love the lies because it tastes sweet. But it's truth bitter.
One word. 50th, man. You know. I go. Cult leader. Yeah. We speak the truth, but we a cult leader. Yeah. Well, bitch, and I'm a cult leader. Yeah. Well, bitch, and I'm a cult leader. Yeah. One word. They say I'm in the cult. They say you're them devils gonna pay for what they did to mine. Look me in my eyes. I want 7 wives. I want 7 kids. I want them to know that it was no hoe, that it was no joke. This is how it go. I do it with notation. I mean no hesitation. Come on, Lord, we waiting. Look at what they saying. I can't let it be. I can't turn the cheek for what they did to you and what they did to me. They say I'm in the cult. I guess I'm in too deep. I guess it's really deeper than it really needs to be. Forever it's one West. Forever we the best. You don't want to test. It's only one West. Cult leader. Yeah. We speak the truth, but we a cult leader. Yeah. Well, bitch, and I'm a cult leader. leader. Yeah. Well, bitch, and I'm a cult leader. Yeah.
Hey, Shalom Israel, what's going on? It's Cap Gadar, man. You tuning in right now to West of One West.
Don't do it like that, exclusive.
West of One West.
Me and my niggas gon' fucking ball, you heard me? No excuses, man. You know us, you see us, man. Ain't no hide no more. We gon' ball, nigga. Fuck wrong with you, man? Me and all my niggas gon' ball. Fuck a little bit, we want it all. Pay me what you want me, don't stall. I just wanna see my ops fall. Me and all my niggas gon' ball. Fuck a little bit, we want it all. Pay me what you want me, don't stall. I just wanna see my ops fall. Me and all my niggas need a break. They do. With 100 in the safe and 100 in the bank. We just waiting on the sky to break. So yeah. Until then, nigga, yeah, we gon' make a way. I ain't gotta know where you stay. No, I don't. The Lord will really kill you when you lay. He will. You better be careful what you say. What you say? Cause angels around me don't play. They don't play. Niggas really die every day. They do, they do. I thank the Lord every day I'm UPK. UPK. If he wasn't with me, IDK. I don't know. Niggas talking shit every day. But they would never say it to our face. No, they won't. I just hope my niggas all okay. That's true. If they not, then you know I'm on my way. I be riding. Not, then you know I'm on my way. I be sliding. Me and all my niggas gon' ball. Fuck a little bit, we want it all. Pay me what you want me, don't stall. I just wanna see my ops fall. Me and all my niggas gon' ball. Fuck a little bit, we want it all. Pay me what you want me, don't stall. I just wanna see my ops fall. So let a nigga touch, let a nigga think that we weak. Nigga, yeah, you know we play for keeps. If you ain't feeling this, then you sleep. Tell me how you sleep in all this heat. Ay, new niggas, ay, please take a seat. Learn at a real nigga feet. More tracks coming, niggas deep. Cause I've been really writing in my sleep. Look what this bitch did to me. Psych, she ain't really do a thing. Should've known that that bitch was just a fling. I can never fuck up on a thought. No way. I've been thinking on this shit a lot. This shit got me feeling like I'm lot. I know what it is and what it's not. Me and all my niggas on top. Me and all my niggas gon' ball. Fuck a little bit, we want it all. Pay me what you want me, don't stall. I just wanna see my ops fall. Me and all my niggas gon' ball. Fuck a little bit, we want it all. Pay me what you want me, don't stall. I just wanna see my ops fall.
You know that you are as cold as ice to me. You know that you are.
Let me take a second, we reflecting with the light, but this the life, I fucking love it. Wouldn't trade it to be white, now that's alright. I got to write it, birth the devil's redefining work.
Someday you'll pay the price.
No, I don't break a fold, I need and bake the dough, then recreate the flow. They think they making dough, what they forsake is so essential. Over lentils, get your issue. Guess who's on this instrumental with you? Gives a damn if we was family, view unread and call it spam. I'm not a fan of Antichrist, they slayed the man, I swayed the Tim like here I am, the son of Sam is taking shots at David Berkowitz. Pussy.
Someday you'll pay the price.
A different discipline existed in this New York state of mind. Say sin, not no, not the actor, but the year we ever not one thing in mind to grind until this gavel turned his words to mirth from Babel.
You know We keep it bumping like acne.
Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. This is I.S.U.P.K, Jamaica, under commanding General YAHANNA. My name is Officer 500 Kayadwan, Priest and Officer 500 Kayadwan. See, I.S.U.P.K started 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. I.S.U.P.K is run by Commanding General YAHANNA, the one man with the rank and the authority to lead Israel at this time. I say Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai Barakatham to my brothers. Yahweh Shamar Elathan Ba'asham Yahweh Shai to my sisters. Alright, so as I said, today is our Tuesday night brotherhood class. We're going to talk about, brotherhood. See, which only exists here in the I.S.U.P.K under commanding General YAHANNA. You understand? There's nowhere else on the face of this earth where blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians can find brotherhood. You understand? And the topic where we are going to discuss today, basically proves this. You understand? I.S.U.P.K Brooklyn. When you're ready to be added to the class, other one, just let me know in the private chat here. Baba shot. See? So, There's a viral video or a series of viral videos going around of a brother basically sending death threats to his friends, for basically not helping him when he's down. And of course the brother himself is an unaliver. For those who understand what I'm saying, is what the world would call a murderer. You understand? And the brother even demonstrates, evidence that he has mental issues. You understand? Which we have discussed that as well. Show you that is, that is commonplace in poor, well, amongst the Israelites here in Jamaica. Mental health issue is definitely a crisis, but predominantly in the poor communities like the garrison, the ghetto. You know what I mean? And enough of this is not being looked at as to why many of our brothers go into a path of crime. You understand? And we are not justifying the brothers, path and life. Of course, the brother was a murderer, and we have to read what the Bible said should happen to a murderer. You understand? Of course, the brother died today. See? Well, not too long ago, actually. See? But for the past couple of days, his viral videos has been going out, him sending threats to his friends. You know what I mean? And it has been circulated throughout social media. You know what I mean? So without further ado, we're going to jump straight into some scriptures. Remember to subscribe to I.S.U.P.K Jamaica. You know what I mean? Share on all social media platforms, and also like this video. If you have a question, you can just type your question in the chat. You know what I mean? Interact with the class. You know what I mean? We're going to read the book of Numbers chapter 35 and 16. See? And it says, if he smite him with an instrument of iron, so that he die. Speaking about the act of, rising up against another brother. See? He is a murderer. The murderer shall surely be put to death. Alright, so that is in the laws of the Most High. You understand? Let me put it on the screen, slack here. So that is in the laws of the Most High, the laws that the Most High gave to the children of Israel, which are blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian. You understand? So the Most High told us what should happen to a murderer, a man that strike his brother. You understand? And this brother, so it said, he is a murderer. You understand? And you should put him to death. He shall be put to death. That is the penalty for being a murderer. You understand? So, of course, we are not in our kingdom today as the children of Israel. We are not in under the priesthood and all of them things, they would have been the ones to put people to death for committing murders. See? But rest assured that the Most High still hold us accountable for our actions. You understand? We are still the Most High's people. You understand? We are still under the law. You understand? Of course, you know what I mean? No, Christ is our sacrifice for breaking the Most High's covenant. But we still are expected to keep the Most High's laws, because breaking the Most High's laws is what sin is. You understand? Society basically emulates the Most High's laws and make murder crime, stealing crime. But of course, these things comes from the law of the children of Israel, which are our foreparents. We are the children of Israel by blood. See, the people here in Jamaica, just to sidebar, the people here in Jamaica, you understand, who were brought over here in transatlantic slavery, they are the descendants of the children of Israel, specifically the tribe of Benjamin. You understand? So there won't ever be a situation where we are committing murders, killing each other, and go on and live a prosperous life. I mean, much people see the situation with the brother, you understand? And many people happy that the brother is dead because him himself was an unaliver. He killed people as well. It's like him unalive people as well. You understand? And he brag about it. You understand? And in basically I make it, we have to play the tape still. We have to play a tape, but in basically I let you know that, you know what I mean, this is the reason why he's going on a rampage. You know what I mean? Having a mental breakdown basically. You know what I mean? Because somebody who he loved died. So now him now have nothing to live for now. So now he's taking it out and him friends. You understand? Which I will lead with into why you can't expect brotherhood out there in the world. And especially when you yourself, you know what I mean, you are breaking the Most High's laws. You understand? Alright, before we jump into more scriptures, what we are gonna do now, you know what I mean, we're gonna just play this tape. See? We're gonna play the tape of the brother basically having a mental breakdown, and then we're gonna go straight into it. Alright, again, remember to like, share, you know what I mean? Share the class. You know what I mean? Share the class to a friend. You understand? Share the class around on our social media platforms so that people, you know what I mean? So that all of Jamaica can learn that they are the children of Israel. You know what I mean? And learn that, you know what I mean, there's no brotherhood out there except in the I.S.U.P.K and the Commanding General. So I'll play this here.
The most wanted long time. But this craft straight. Ask every chopper down there. None of them ever try me. Me a millionaire from 7 years ago. I'm even call a Batman father money. I'm no my first supposed to super rich at me. Me what you see here, worth over $1.5 million US. Ask Batman Speeder God and him friend them. And every one of them. None of them in the league. Pussy. My own house a Birmingham where me never sleep in a second mother. And $50 million I spend for Speeder God and the one of my killers them from 2000 bomber club 17 to 2022. No more dead and God with me. I shall know me, I'm mad out now. I'm a friend them, me teach them a game. Me kill for them, rob for them, turn them into Somali. And now, me come out, me tell Batty boys I want car money come. Kawa, more dead and my money free. But you know I'm telling them my business pussy. You don't know my money free, I'm telling you. Why you don't know? Because you know me come in there car $1 million. Batty boy. And me are the blood clot man. But what could I?
So, you know what I mean? Let me read that again. So, this is the book of Mark, chapter 8 and 36, and it says, For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? You understand? So the brother is basically bragging about, you know what I mean? Um, hey, shalom, sir. Yeah,
Yeah, sure. Me have some Shabrakata. How are you going, Ak?
I'm okay, sir. I'm too you know what I mean? Oh, everything on your
Most,
end.
most on Christ. Most on Christ.
How is everything on your end?
Yeah, everything to Wab on my end, man. Everything's to Wab
God, God.
on my end.
Most High in Christ. All right. You see, we have I.S.U.P.K. Brooklyn, but it look like them have some technical difficulties. So I wait till them sort that out, and then we'll add them as well. All right. So tonight class, sir, we
Right.
are talk about. I don't know if you saw a video, a brother, you know what I mean, circulating on social media. Yeah, circulating on social media where he's basically sending out threats to his friends, saying that, you know what I mean, he's going to kill them because when he need help, they didn't provide any help for him. You know what I mean? He made them
Right.
rich. You know what I mean? He's the one that used to kill for them or analyze for them, Salakia. You know what I mean?
Right.
Rob for them, set them up to become rich and know that, you know what I mean, he's down and his luck. They are not offering him any helping hand, so he's going to analyze all of them and he's going on a rampage. I don't know if you saw that video.
Nah, I ain't see it. I ain't see it.
All
That
right, I'm
video
gonna
is in
play
Jamaica? Oh,
Canada one cancer. Yeah,
okay, now.
he's a Jamaican, you know what I mean? And you know, it's been making the rounds on social media as well because you know it's fresh news. And what happened today is the brother ended up dead. Many people anticipated
Hmm.
that he would end up dead because of his outbursts and social media. You know what I mean? Many people are celebrating his death as well.
Right.
Uh, you know what I mean? And many people as well, for the most part, we here we don't celebrate the death of our people. But the brother himself was an unaliver, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
And the idea we always know how that work out, how that end. You understand? So
Right.
so basically that's the topic today, and we are tied in with brotherhood. You know what I mean? Clearly the brother did not get brotherhood from, you know what I mean, his friends when he needed it. You understand?
Right.
And Slack, yeah, but if you want to interject, just you know what I mean, feel free to interject. Sir.
Yeah. No sweat. No sweat. Yeah. You to Wab. You to
Okay,
Wab.
Slack.
As we say, just as I make it mention, this is we call brotherhood
Yeah,
again, and only in the I.S.U.P.K under command in general, and I go find that because now again, just as you say, the brother didn't receive that brotherhood. This is what brotherhood is. As we say, we support one another. We
right,
look out for one another, and we remind one another just as we was reminded as well. Right?
right,
So
right.
yeah, you to Wab, man. You to Wab.
Can one can. All right, so you know what I mean, just to get everybody up on speed. I play a part of the tape just now, but we're gonna play some more of it. You know what I mean, so that everybody can get up on speed as to what took place. You know what I mean?
Right.
3, 4, 5 million and back. And I get dirty stinking Janko. Don't blood camp him in a big massive vlogger boy. Any of them knows vlogger say I'm gonna kill him now, no. Tell me your name, vlogger boy. If you name blood class Serpy, don't talk about me. Cause Serpy always get him fox blood clot right. That's why every real murder respect Serpy. Hey, I'm gonna talk bomb buckler fuck. Hey, don't be share around my face a pussy. You know what I'm tell you? Me no want a weak blood clot vlogger boy. Go talk about me now. We don't look smart fuck now. I put me up in pussy. Ask them how can feed police. I'm gonna work for cause I'm a parent. I'm a school there. That's my training. Man, tell them to give me to them. So bossy boys, come and carry the money come give me. I only remember buy 3 AK dog. I mean, I'm link speed and him bat him and friend him now. And him suck cocky bread money, the man Jake food him on him now. And you know, introduce me to them and I made Dan no batty boy. You know me the speeder to all me bill a youth. I don't look for food boy. When you make money, I say, yo, buy a car, batty boy. You see me have much car already. I say, pussy buy them before my box the ears. Vlogger boy, you talk about me a chat. Why you think you can't answer? Call me LM2. And if you're a part of helping them know me a murderer youth. Ask me ugly man and father about me, from me pick me a kill. Me kill more than 100 people. Police are nothing to me. Yes, they can't find me, they can't touch me. Last time, they gave me a bail. And video call the police and say, pussy, release me before me done bail. Alright, since I start going, I kill 10 police. I 3 AK me buy, brother. Bulletproof vest. Me have 300 rounds for each gun. But suck on the mother, batty vlogger boy. And there, sir. You see how big pussy rapper crapper? Batty boy, call on me, say, think them pussy. I never post them junko. Hey, my name is blood clot now. I mean, them killing them bomb buckler kill. All night me and I come to gym. Many like young Sam. 1, 4 Go watch it one boy. And say fucking go watch it one. Learn that. The laughing people. Listen. Ask the police and why they look for me. 2 of my friends stress me out. Me go up on my yard. Go chop up my auntie. Chop up my husband. And chop up my son. Me alone. I'm gonna take coke. I'm gonna take pill. All the thing with a bun cigarette and drink water. So I'm jump. Just don't wanna pussy style me. Hey, let me tell you that straight. Tonight I come kill 3 man. Hey, don't ramp with me in the butt, brother. I'm not for them to kill us already, I don't know now. Hey, let me tell you straight. If you see anything on ramp with blood clot, man. Elevator. Walk with 20 guns, I kill them, shoot up a vehicle, and set them out. No little chip black can ramp with me. Chip like a fucker. The one I'm a gun in my full iron. You know what is that? AK batty boy, AK flick, and tear up your blood clot BMW and tear up your ass and batty boy. Tell the sucker get police them. Say when they come from me pussy, bring soldier when you can't manage me. When you look at 16 light. Yes, you come from me what they want me do. Me disappear, none of them see me turn. I just me 2 killer want to see. And me 2 killer disappear. I say they could eat that one in the world. But in a kill family. I'm going to take a buffy boy and say, yo, kill me auntie for me. And kill buffy boy and fuck me auntie. Boy come tell me, say, hey, boy, I'm a family. That means you never kill nobody.
Alright, so we have to stop it there just for the fact that, you know what I mean, it has some expletives. But yeah, basically, you know, you can see a lot of mental, you know what I mean, mental problems.
Yeah, SHALAM, how you feeling, Ak?
Tired.
Yeah, what? Alright. Most on Christ. Yeah, you can YouTube to one.
One can. So, you know what I mean? So you can see a lot of mental problem with the brother. You know what I mean? You can clearly say he's not really 100% there, you know what I mean?
Right.
You understand, which is YAHANNA bar, sir. So, you know what I mean? And that's something that, you know what I mean, I noticed while watching the brother's video. You know what I mean? That is, mental problem is part of it as well, because, you know what I mean, even though he's a killer or an unaliver, you know what I mean, you can see that it's a mental problem. You know what I mean? And enough people don't know, say, yo, part of the problem with enough of our people right now, you know what I mean, which turn to them kind of life, yeah, is them have mental problems.
Right.
You understand? And enough of that come because of, you know what I mean, growing up under the oppressor, you know what I mean, growing up in a society, you know what I mean, we call it now after slavery, you know what I mean, growing up in poverty, in traumatic conditions, you understand? So many people in the garrison, you can see it, them have mental issues. You know what I mean? Not just in the garrison alone, but our people on a whole, you know what I mean, suffer from mental illness. You understand? And a thing when me personally notice with many of these so-called bad man them, many of them have mental problems. Many of them, if I speak to them, you will see say boy, them have mental issues. You know what I mean? Schizophrenia, paranoia, all of them things. You understand? And the way me I say with this same brother here, right, so I same thing. You know what I mean? And it's not a justification for what I do, you know what I mean? In no way, shape, or form. See? We just can see the mental problem. And of course, you know that if brothers and whoever go off into such, you know what I mean, you know them lifestyle there we are analyze people and all them things there. Eventually that will cause mental problem as well. You know what I mean? The demons them will come with that. You understand? So, you know what I mean? That I just something we need to point out or what I notice with this brother. You understand? But basically I say friend them now give him the support when think him need and him think he's supposed to get. See? And what me would have said is there's no honor amongst Steve because guess what I go on now? You say you kill for them, you analyze for them, you know what I mean? You rob for them, you basically introduce enough of them to crime. You understand? And when you find yourself in a situation where you need brotherhood, you can't you not find it. And it makes sense because guess what I go on? That is not brotherhood. The lifestyle you live is not brotherhood. You killing your own people. That is not brotherly. You understand? And if you teach a man to do the same thing like you, and you do it on behalf of another man, a friend, and a brotherhood that you are teaching, you teach him to be a tyrant like yourself. So if you train him to be a tyrant, you know what I mean? How can you expect brotherhood from a tyrant? If your occupation is robbing and all manner of evil, you can't expect to get brotherhood out of that. See? So
when that in itself is unbrotherly.
When that in itself, like what I say, is unbrotherly. See? Your whole relationship with your friends then is an unbrotherly relationship because you go around and treat other people unbrotherly. So what the expectation now? And we're going to jump to our next tape and then we're going to jump to some scriptures. And if the Akiams if the other ones them want to jump in, we can jump in and give them a tape on it as well. All right, we're going to play this tape. Then basically find him dead today.
Somebody attack this and attack that.
Understand? Hold on, let me just play this on TikTok. I mean, 1 second. I have it edited on TikTok. All right.
I'm in a bush.
Somebody attack this and attack that. It's near, you know. Good. Cigarette and light on.
Somebody in the pan TikTok.
I last something that I think. You did it now.
Not too long, I look for one video with him too.
I know one of them.
Yeah.
One
One
You sure him?
I know.
I know watch the video one night. When I go to my service.
Eh?
No, so I think that then.
Because remember the police shoot up in Africa with me there. Eh?
You see?
So, you know what I mean? And he even did say, he know him I go dead. You understand? I guess at some point when you are killing, you know what I mean, you're unalive and unalive. You feel like, say, one day your day will come because at the end of the day, I saw the Most I set it. See? The Most I set it that way that, you know what I mean, a man that shed a next man's blood, his penalty is somebody will shed his blood. You understand? That actually in a law. You understand? So okay, if you know want to jump in, feel free for jump in. You know what I mean?
All right, gotcha. Deuteronomy 28 and 34.
Yeah, no.
Gun everyone gun.
Mm-hmm.
28 and 34.
And Deuteronomy 28 and 34.
Gun everyone gun. This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 34. So that thou shalt be mad for the sight of thine eyes which thou shalt see.
Right. So once again, Christian church have failed this young man in that the church didn't let them know that these curses are real and it is upon you.
Right.
If you follow his line of argument before his death, it's like
Right.
what him see happening, what him do for friends and how friend treating him and all that trigger him head. Just like the scripture said, you shall be mad for the sight of what your eye for thine eyes, which thou shalt see. So the whatever things he is seeing and witnessing is is beef is about the things that he's seeing, the things that he's witnessing around him. And these are curses. This is just one of the curses. So once more,
Yeah.
one brother fallen dead to the curses.
Yeah.
All right. And it is we say mental illness. Well, it's a you're gonna be mad. Madness is not sanity.
Right.
Madness is mental illness.
Right.
So he clearly had a mental illness. Right? Maybe him have too much demon I visit him at night time. And then so that when you're unalive too much people, you know, they visit you. The demon them visit you at night time. So he is in a state of torment. But you know what he did wrong now was to go threaten the people around him. How can you do that? You're gonna end up dead. Right?
Right.
And that is the sign of the mental issue because now you come on social media and a threaten.
Yeah,
what I
you
mean?
know.
You're
on
saying a lot
social
of
media.
threat, you're saying, you know what I mean? Basically I try coming suicide because y'all are send threat to the police. And a part of that, we call it now that madness or the cause of that madness or the torment that in feel could be. Not for the guilt to come with, you know what I mean, analyzing so many people. You understand? Breaking the most high laws, you know what I mean? It come with guilt. Well, for some people, if you do it, you know what I mean, if you do enough, some guilt about there, you know what I mean? And if you even think about your own, you know what I mean, life while you're taking other people's life, you have to know one day that something will happen to you. You understand? And eventually, you know what I mean, it get to him head. You know what I mean? You lose somebody who never expect him to lose. And like Sir said, you know what I mean? blame the Christian church because he never know, he never learned that, you know what I mean, under these persons. And it eventually get to him head and in demise, the most time make him demise public. And I feel like this is a teaching lesson, you understand, to all of us that the road, you know what I mean, that we take enough of the time because of that is the only part that the oppressor left for we, you know what I mean, to terrorize each other in the garrison because guess what go on? Living at the garrison, you get no respect from your own people. You don't get no respect from society. See, when you come out in the street as a ghetto youth, society look down on you. Them fear you. Them stigmatize you and all them things there. You go back in the garrison, your own community don't value you because guess what go on? Society don't value you. The same way like how black people treat black people because how the oppressor treat us, we treat each other how the oppressor treat us. You know what I mean? So guess what go on now? The mental trauma and them things that can come from a lot of situations. And to get respect, many youth go to crime and become unalivers to get respect. Because you're not getting respect in your community. You're definitely not getting respect out in a society. You know what I mean? You get belittled because we treat each other poorly in the you know what I mean, in the garrison too, As I say, we treat each other like how the oppressor treat us. See? We treat each other away in the garrison. And to get some kind of respect, you find say some youth turn to a life of crime. You understand? Enough youth get bullied in the garrison, You know what I mean? There's a lot of scenarios where you find youth get bullied in the garrison. Little, you know what I mean, youth where you wouldn't think can do anything at all, like a youth that everybody see as a normal, little innocent youth. But him get bullied in the garrison. See? And that same little young innocent youth become the worst. You know what I mean? Menace to society. You understand? Because why? More respect. Him know him not get it out there, but him stuck in the garrison. So him turn to the one thing where everybody fear, and that is unaliving.
Salaki,
Go ahead,
who
sir.
him say him lose again?
Him say him losing his wife. Slakia, we have
It was his wife.
all right, Slakia, sir. We have Trooper Akashkar in the class. Yabashim Yashaba Kata.
Yabashim Shaibar.
YAHANNA, YAHANNA, Rakatam.
Shalom.
It's and yeah, and Salakia, just as of Sabbath one bringing out, and we're bringing out again the Christian church feel, right? It feel we. And again, when we say the Christian church, we're talking about, as we say, the black leaders. And let me still write in Deuteronomy chapter 28. Let's just jump down to 36. Right? Jump down to 36. You do 36, right? Right. Right. Yeah.
Trooper Akashkar, you have it, or you want to read it?
I'll read from the screen.
30, yeah, yeah, yeah. 36.
Okay.
36 and 37.
Okay, come.
36 and 37.
Khan.
All right, you can see it?
Khan. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 36. The Lord shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation which nor thy father have known. And,
right.
And there shall thou serve other gods, like here, wood and stone.
And just as Abaddon was not bringing out, just now, Salakia, just as what Abaddon was bringing out, and bringing out
how they fail us. Because now what we doing now we start serving as the scripture say, other gods which we father have not known. Because now again, when we look back at as we say at we long line of history coming through, we always serve one true God, like the Most High God, as we say, our power, the true and living God, the creator of all things. And because now, as we say, we was taught something, as we say, evil. And when I say evil, to turn away from the Lord, because that is an evil thing. And anybody that teaching us to turn away from these records is an evil thing. And this is the
Right.
situation that we end up in. This is the situation that we end up in, because now we fall under Deuteronomy chapter 28. And this is why, again, you would never hear this, especially this chapter in the Christian church. Because now this is something that's going to expose who? Expose your pastor. Because now when as you say, when your members sit down and they ask them, Pastor, where is wood? Where is stone? He can't break that down to them. He
Right.
can't break that down to them. Because now to break that down to them now it will show you that, hey, somebody or some, a people or a nation worshiping something that they're not supposed to be worshiping. And that's why, as the scripture say, unto a nation which thou nor thy fathers have known, right? And there shall thou serve other gods. So where we is now, as we say, we in Jamaica, we in Bahamas, we in Trinidad, we is America, we not in we homeland. And what we doing? We serving other gods. And what we doing? We following the Christian church, and we saying down under, as you say, underneath them Muslim and them Ishmaelites and them Arabs. We take up the custom. So now we want to be a Muslim. Right? Go ahead, 37. Bapakasha.
Deuteronomy 28 and chapter 28 and verse 37. And
Mhm.
thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all the nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee.
And this is where we in. We in the land that we captivity. This is where the Lord led us because I was disobedient. Now, when you look, as I say, like how we on, as we say, we in the time, as we say, the internet, we in the time where social media at its highest. So as you, by the click or push a button, you can see what's going on all over the world. Now, who is the astonishment? Who is the proverb? Who is the byword? As we say, just as the generals and them was breaking down last night in American Fire, going into it. Who is the proverb? Who is the byword? This is you, black man, Hispanic man, or Native Indian man. This is you. Because now, as I say, when you look on social media, who is the one who unalive? Who is the one that everybody's speaking about? Is you. And that is why the scripture say, and thou shalt be an astonishment, a proverb, a old saying, and a byword that among all nations. So you will be the talk. You'll make papers. You'll make as I say, you'll make wherever the papers is across in Jamaica. You'll make that. You'll make the Express, the Newsday in Trinidad. Wherever the papers is in Bahamas, you'll make that. Because why? These curses and them again. This is what our curses. Now we will just call, as you say, rude speech. These is the curses them that again that we fall under, right? So what for that again they act. You could go ahead. I
Gone,
yield,
gone.
I yield there. So what?
Can, can, you're definitely right. You know what I mean? That the Christian church don't break down the root cause of why, you know what I mean, we are go through where we are go through. You understand? Why brothers like this, you know what I mean? Like why brothers like this tend to come about, for lack of a better word. See? And society will look on and say, yeah man, old dirty boy him for dead long time. You understand? But the blame, like what you say, sir, the blame for go
Mhm.
at the foot of the Christian church, because the Christian church never teach, you know what I mean, them scripture that you just brought out. The Christian church never teach him that he's an
Right.
Israelite. You understand? And him have to keep these laws in the
Mhm.
Bible. See? So guess what now?
That's right.
This this brother this brother wouldn't know where to find brotherhood, because guess what go on? Christian church never teach him brotherhood. The Christian church teach him to love the oppressor. You understand? And hate him own people. See? The
Mhm.
Christian church never tell him that Jesus was a black man. See? The Christian church teach him that color don't matter. Jesus, God love everybody. So because God
Mhm.
love everybody, this brother hate him own brothers.
Right.
You understand? Cause him a go love, God a go love everybody. Meanwhile, your people, you know what I mean, they're the bottom of society. See? That can't work. So guess what? That is like teaching a man to hate him own brother. Because clearly you see that society hate your people. You know what I mean? So if
That's
that
right.
is love, that are the best love you can give. You can't give no better love than what you see society give to you.
Mm.
You understand? All right, I.S.U.P.K. Brooklyn seem to be having some technical difficulties. All right, in the meanwhile, remember to share around the class. You know what I mean? If you have questions,
Mhm.
leave your questions in the chat.
Yeah.
You know the thing already. This is
Like I mean.
I.S.U.P.K. Jamaica and the command in General YAHANNA. All right, we have to read some scriptures.
Mhm.
Trooper Akashkar, could you read? You can see this on the screen?
Can and one can.
All right, read that. Salakia, this is not the one. 1 second, read that already. Read this one.
Numbers chapter 35 and verse 16.
Go
And
ahead.
if he smite him with an instrument of iron, so that he die, he is a murderer. The murderer shall surely be put to death.
All right, I read this one already, but never elaborate on it again. You know what I mean? So the Christian church, like where officer Sawapia Allah basically I said, did not teach these laws. See, where a murderer should be put to death. You understand? This brother grew up being a murderer, not knowing that his end would be death. You understand? And he not even know say he would be the one to come and declare his own death on social media. He basically come on social media and tell the world that he's ready for death. You understand? I guess the brother knew that at the end of the day he was going to die, even by not being taught that these laws was given to him. Saying even though he never know that these laws was given specifically to him just know that guess what? Him a go dead because he has been doing what this says not to do. You understand? All right, let me jump to this one. Deuteronomy 5 and 17. The Trooper Kashkar, can you see it on the screen?
Can and one can.
All right, go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 5 and verse 17. Thou shalt not kill.
Right, thou shalt not murder. Basically, it said, see, and that is in the law of the Most High that we should not murder. You understand? Nowadays, murder is a culture amongst our people. It's in the music. You understand? Again, the Christian church failed us. You understand? But it's embedded in our culture. And what we can tell our brothers then is if you become, you know what I mean, an unaliver, the same end or the same fate that this brother met is the same fate that, you know what I mean, eventually happen to you. You understand? And the same thing will happen. It's not something for glorify. You know what I mean? You see it being glorified throughout, you know what I mean, our culture, throughout the music, throughout everything. But it's not nothing for glorify because at the end of the day, who are you killing? You're killing your own people. You understand? You're unaliving your own people at the end of the day. See? And you're unaliving your own people. That is unbrotherly. You're not showing brotherhood to your own people by unaliving your own people. See? So, all right, if you are in a group of people who that's all you do, unalive other people are the ops, your enemies, are for gain. You unalive people, Slakia. You unalive people because you want gain and all them things. If you are in a company of people like that, you're not going to able to get brotherhood from them because that is what you do, behave unbrotherly. So where the brotherhood ever come from? You understand? Like we said, brotherhood only exists in the I.S.U.P.K and the commanding general, YAHANNA. You understand? And the only reason why it exists in the I.S.U.P.K and the commanding general, YAHANNA, is because commanding general, YAHANNA, follows Christ, and Christ teach us to be brotherly. You know what I mean? And brotherhood comes from keeping these laws.
Yes.
You understand? Out in the world, you're not learning these laws. Who are teaching the laws that was given to your foreparents to keep? Nobody now teach you. The Christian church said them done away with. You understand? Of course, the Christian church don't like this one still, the one that says, thou shalt not kill. The Christian church agree with this. But how much murder comes from the Christian church? You understand? How much unalivers are products of the Christian church?
Henry.
See, how many unalivers are products of the Christian church? If you talk to any man in the street who do these things, if you reason with him, you will see that he's a Christian in our mind. Them walk around with a blue Bible in them back pocket because in their mind that Bible will give them blessing and guidance from the Most High. Them read Psalms for protection. You understand? That's Christianity, Them believe Christianity to an extent, You understand? So basically, they are products of the Christian church, which mean, as you know what I mean, as the other one said earlier, the Christian church has failed. You understand? A church is in every community in Jamaica. Yet still, Jamaica suffer from one of the highest murder rate in the world. So what is the benefit of the Christian church? There's clearly no benefit from Christian church because, all right, it seems that the Christian church now teach the Bible, because if the Bible teach that you should not unalive, then if the Bible teach that you should not unalive, why is there so many unalivers amongst us who kill them own, who unalive them own people? It seems like we are not learning from the Christian church, or the Most High is not inside of the Christian church. You understand? So yeah, if you know what I mean, if anybody have anything to say, feel free to, you know what I mean, elaborate.
That's right.
Yeah, man.
Itu wabi. Itu wabi.
All right. All right. Chupa Kashkar. You can see that on the screen?
Can and one can.
Yeah, man. Read.
Genesis chapter 9 and verse 6. Whoso sheddeth man's blood, Salakia, by man shall his blood be shed. For in the image of God made he man.
Right. You understand? So who sheddeth man's blood, by man his blood shall be shed. You understand? And that consistent through the Bible. It is consistent through the Bible. You understand? So we can't glorify this culture of, you know what I mean, murderers. See, we can't glorify us hurting each other. You understand? Because at the end of the day, it will come back around full circle. In the world, them call it karma. But of course, we know that there's no such thing as karma. It is just the law of the Most High basically taking effect. You understand?
That's right.
So, okay. Zin is the law of the Most High basically taking effect. Once upon a time, if somebody shed his brother's blood, you know what I mean, it would be the priest who would have put that person, you know what I mean, to sleep, so to speak. See, now that we are not in our land under the government of the priest, rest assured that the Most High still carry out that judgment. There's no escaping it. There's no successful.
Right.
There's no successful way to call it now. You know what I mean? There's no successful person who take this part in life, basically. Everybody end up the same road. You understand? That's why we implore you to come to the I.S.U.P.K. You know what I mean? Rid yourself of these demons. You understand? Shed yourself of these demons. Come into the school and, you know what I mean, learn these laws, learn your culture. You know what I mean? Like the other one said, you never get your culture from the Christian church. So you not even know that
That's
it
right.
is your duty to keep these laws. Not a religious duty, but a duty of, you know what I mean, of a covenant that you have with the Most High. You have a covenant with the Most High. And you are the Most High chosen people. Zin?
That's right.
So, you know what I mean, you can't glorify them things. You have to just come back to your culture. You know what I mean? Keep these laws. Learn to be brotherly. Learn to live brotherly with each other. You know what I mean? And as I said, you're not going to find brotherhood out there in the world. The only place that brotherhood exists is here in the I.S.U.P.K. and the Commanding General, YAHANNA. You understand?
That's right. That's right.
Everyone can. All right, 1 second. We'll jump to some more scriptures. In the meanwhile, remember for like, you know what I mean, if you have, you know what I mean, if you have a question, just leave it in the chat. And as well as subscribe to I.S.U.P.K. Jamaica and follow our Facebook pages as well. 1 second. All right, Chupa Kashkar. You can see that on the screen?
Can and one can.
All right, read that. Baba Kosha.
1 John chapter 4 and verse 20. If a man say, I love God and hate his brother, he is a liar. For
Right.
he
Well,
that
I'm sorry for cutting you off, but that is the root of brotherhood. You understand? Because we all claim that we love God. Zin? But if you love God and hate your brother, you're a liar. You can't love the Most High and hate your brother at the same time. You understand? That is very important for us to know. That is the root of brotherhood. You have to love your brother because at the end of the day, continue reading. Okay.
he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother whom he had seen, how can he love God whom he has not seen?
Right. So, you know what I mean? How you treat your brother determines how much you love the Most High. Basically is what that is saying, because you have never seen the Most High. Yeah, but you see your brother. You understand? And how you treat your brother is, you know what I mean, is the only way you can show the Most High or you love him, that you love him. You understand? And the Most High, the scripture also said if you love me, keep my commandments. Oh, you show love to your brother. See? You're out there and you say, boy, all right, the dung from my luck and them can't, them not give me the helping hand. See? But real brotherhood is not financing somebody's, drug addict. Is not analyzing somebody on behalf of another
Mm-hmm.
person. See? It's not, you looting, lack of a better word, to make each other rich. See? That is not brotherhood. Real brotherhood is you keeping the Most High's commandment, and the Most High
That's right.
commandment is Bible. You understand? The Most High's commandment is in this Bible. See? And who does this Bible belong to? This Bible belong to
Right.
your people. So it is not even second-hand information, it's first-hand information. It belongs to you, it's your people, it was given to you. And because it was given to you, now you have a direct connection to the Bible. It is not a religious book. You know what I mean? Because there's no religious book that, you can read and see your entire life story basically written out in it. Every action, every consequence, every judgment that we face in this earth. See, is basically recorded in the Bible in some shape or form. So it cannot be a religious book. And for some reason, it only speak about us. We are the only ones
Mm.
can connect to this book. But
Right.
you would know that you would have never realized that growing up in a Christian church or learning, the Bible from Christianity. You would have never know that your entire life is in this Bible. And the reason why this brother basically got unalive is because of the laws that are written inside of this Bible. And the reason why he did not find any brotherhood from his so-called partners in crime is because of what is written of in this Bible. You know what I mean? And again, we blame the Christian church because the Christian church never teach the truth of the Bible. That's why we implore you to come to the I.S.U.P.K and the Commanding General YAHANNA. Come learn the truth. Come learn the reason why you are the only ones dying in the garrison. Come learn the reason why you suffer in the garrison, suffer in this hell under this oppressor. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And suffer under a system given to you by the oppressor. See? Learn the reason as to why there is no brotherhood amongst your people.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So that cat, as I say, feel free to jump in, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no sweat. Yeah, I'll just jump and I just say on the scripture we pull out there again. This is again is something so important and it's so relevant again for us today because now something that was overshadowing the minds of our people, blacks, Latinos, as we say, so-called Latinos or Hispanic, however they like to call them, and Native Americans or the natives and them, in the North, Central, and South America. This is something that always used to overshadow in mind. Because now, as we say, we always like to say, I love God. I love God,
Right, right,
and trying to bring it out, well, I so holy, I so spiritual, and not even understanding what holy mean. Because the word holy just means, again, separate. Because now, again, the Lord let you know that, hey, your ways are not your ways, your thoughts are not your thoughts. And because now you saying that, you love God, and as the scripture say, and hated his brother, he's a liar. And how long, again, these religious leaders have been lying to us? Look at the example again, our brothers and them, as we say, in a condition where, they can't even, as you say, the mentally challenged. Because now, anytime your mental gone, notice that the end result is that, because now again, remember now a demon only have one job to do, like to
right,
destroy.
right.
And when that demon done do his job, what he do? He hunting again. And
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people is here we saying, hey, like, hey, like yeah, demons on here, but not knowing that, hey, You have to fight.
Gone, gone.
You have to fight. You have to fight that. And then again, if you do have brothers around you with truth to help you fight, what will happen to you? Now, as you say, you're going to be eaten up alive. And that's
Gone.
why when it say that he that hated his brother, he's a liar, right? Right? For he
Right.
that loveth not his brother, whom he had seen, because now remember now, as you say, God is not the God that he dead, but the God that he live in. And a lot of people don't understand what that mean. Because now, when you're dead, he can't use you for nothing. But why is he alive now? He can use you to carry out this work. And that's why, again, when we only in the I.S.U.P.K, brothers will understand this. Outside of this truth, or outside of the school, you have no knowledge about the truth. You might, when I mean no knowledge in the sense of understanding, it's like you can't really break down the scriptures with the understanding. Because now your understanding do have brotherhood in it. It do have sisterhood in it. So now what you doing now, you're taking these records now and you're using it for your own gain, for your own loss, for your own desire. And just as Commanding General YAHANNA bring out on the American Fire last night, if you was to buy a Lamborghini and pull up, and if you was to be wearing jewels and dripping, then what did I say? Did I say like what drugs are selling in that school? What drugs are selling in that, as they say, in that church? They wouldn't even call it a school. They'll label it as a religion. And
Gone.
because now again at the demonstration of what brotherhood is, that why again we must say Barakataya why I was shy for Commanding General YAHANNA and showing and being that example, just as again was passed along to us. Now what we doing now, we being the example. And because of that now, what we do, just as the scripture say, how can he love God whom he had, right? Whom he had not seen.
Right.
Now, how we seeing God? How we seeing God? This is how we seeing God through our records. Because now that is our Father. This is how
Right.
we understand we Father, because our instructions. And what we could do, we could relate to we brother, we could relate to we sister. And that again, this is why again, by this platform is a glorious platform. And again, if you really want to understand and feel and know, what it is like, to be a brother and accepted, this is the place to be. What it is to be accepted, or understand, to be out of feel, you're sharing the same like mind in sync with one another. And it's like, as we say, though we far apart, yet we in the same spirit. We say because we're going to speak the same thing. We going to speak nothing different. And this is what brotherhood is. This is the demonstration of what brotherhood is. So yeah.
Gone, everyone can. I mean, all right. Trooper Kashkar, you can see this on the screen.
Can and one can.
All right, read that from Baba Kashkar.
Matthew chapter 5 and verse 22. But I say
Mm-hmm.
unto you, that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment.
Right, you understand, and that is another way to call it now. Another, what's the word I'm looking for? That's how you know what I mean, find brotherhood. See, we have a problem here in Jamaica with, you know what I mean, a thing we call bad mind culture. You understand? Hating each other for no reason. See? But the scripture make you know that if you're angry with your brother for no reason, you're in danger of the judgment. You understand? And many of us get judged because of, you know what I mean, the same fault. You understand? Continue reading.
And whosoever shall say to his brother, Raka, shall be in danger of the council.
Right. To say Raka is to say, like, you know what I mean, he's worthless. Call your brother worthless. You understand? You have to find value in your own people.
Mm-hmm.
See? Of course, we grew up in a Christian church, you know what I mean? And we don't value each other. As me say in the garrison, we devalue we treat each other like garbage. Garrison culture for the most part is pure hatred for each other. You know what I mean? We see each other as worthless in the garrison. You understand? And that is that what I call that is the perfect storm to create monsters. You know what I mean? Like this brother said he was. He basically bragging about being a monster. See?
Such a man.
And the condition in our communities because of the lack of resource, of course, is the oppressor put us in that condition. We never get educated as to what our real culture is, our identity is. You know what I mean? Lack of resource, have to battle for resources. And people might say, you know, well, many of these criminals, they're rich. Look on the scam of them. Scam of them rich. But you have to remember, you know, them all started in a poverty, you know, and the inspiration that them get, Zane, to turn to scamming or turn to illegal activity to gain wealth, it is because of the poverty where them come from, and because of being marginalized and pushed back in these communities. You understand? And we have to understand this too. We have to realize that there are plots against us. When we realize that we are being pushed back in these communities in unfavorable conditions, you know what I mean, that there's a system in play to keep us back by the oppressor, then we can find value in each other. Then we realize that, hey, we are the only ones that we don't have nobody else. And
Right.
then you have to find value in another brother. You know, I go look upon him as worthless. You know what I mean? You have to find value in another brother because you have to say, all right, we're upon the same team. See, we're upon the same team, all are we in the same condition. Let us treat a brother or treat a sister better. You understand? But of course, you know how things society don't teach what we teach in the I.S.U.P.K. So guess where it have to start? It have to start by you know what I mean? You have to come into this truth. You understand? That is where it have to start, you know. See, because you're not gonna find it out there in the world. The world is Christian out there in every community. It's Christianity and Rastafariism. Both of them Christianity when you check it. And both of them don't teach us brotherhood.
That's right.
One teach us to love the oppressor, Africans. But where's the love left for our people? There's none left. You don't have no love left. So guess what I go on now? The Africans are great. The oppressor is great. But we are raka. We are worthless. We don't have value. You understand? Society teach us that we don't have value. We believe that we don't have no value unless we have money. You understand? Another thing that this brother was bragging about as well. He was bragging about how he have money and all them things there.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? As if you having money make you better than your brother. And that is another thing that we do. We hype on one another as well. We show off on one another. We only value each other based off of what we have. You know what I mean? When then how that go work now? How that go work? Because most of we have nothing. Most of we don't have nothing. So guess what go on? Inadvertently, most of we are gonna be have no value. And we are going to tear down each other to gain value. And we think that, you know what I mean, money is that value, or the only thing that we can provide is of value, is having money. So we do every and anything to gain it. You understand? We eat and we kill each other for it. And when we can't get it from each other, what we do? We kill each other. We analyze each other. So that's here. See? But we need to understand that we're upon the same team. You understand? So like, continue reading True for Kashka.
Another one can. But whosoever shall say thou fool, shall be in danger of hellfire.
Right, you know what I mean? You can't disrespect your brother. You can't call your brother fool. You understand? You're in danger of hellfire. You understand what is hellfire? Hellfire is you coming back into this earth in another unfavorable condition. You understand? Being judged by the Most High, reincarnating in another, you know what I mean, terrible condition. See, this basically I make you know, so yo, one of the main things, you understand, is for us to show each other love. Because we are one family, you know. We are family. You know what I mean? We don't get taught by the Christian church the value of family, or value for race, value for your own people. Because them teach that God love everybody. So if God love everybody, you don't have to love your own people. As a matter of fact, loving your own people is nigh unto a sin to a Christian. You understand? But we have to understand that we are family. And when you can see your brother as your family, then you can show your brother, you know what I mean? Love. You can see value in your brother or your sister. You understand? And that is very important. See? Salakia, if anybody want to add, you know what I mean, to that
Yeah.
as well, you can just
Yeah, it's a wild man. It's a wild.
can. We'll jump to some more scripture then. In the meanwhile, again, remember to like, share, you know what I mean? Follow our pages, subscribe to I.S.U.P.K Jamaica, watch our classes, you know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, and again, we're bringing out again, brothers and sisters should always again reach out to the number, because again,
Right.
this is so important again, because now what we teaching here tonight, you won't learn in the Christian church, you won't learn again in the Muslim mosque, you won't learn on a whole in religion, in any, as I say, any faith, as I say, like they say, well, like a Baptist, Pentecostal, 7 days, or whatever, you name it, you will learn that day. You would never learn that day. Because why? They only teach one thing. They teach lies. That's what they teach. They don't teach nothing else. Only lies. Because now if there was teaching truth, then now, as you say, now as we say, we'd be running this place. We'd be running this place. And this is why now when you look at the condition today, as we say, even though as you make mention that there might be some amongst us who have is like they didn't have, because they still have a tag on the back. They still have I see like all the spawn on a dead person body. That is it. The tag here. You still have a tag on your back. Your label. So don't feel that as you say you have you having or you're holding, you have a free pass. You have a free pass in the society, because now the rules and the regulation in this society, it have you labeled as you say as danger. You're already flagged. So this is why now we telling brothers and sisters, hey, get all yourself straight. And when we say get all yourself straight, find all yourself in class,
Right.
because it's important. It's important. And this is why again, everything that has been brought up, it is in the spirit of brotherhood. In the spirit that that sisters will get herself right. Yeah. So yeah, too.
Gone. All right, Chupa Kashkar. Can you see that on the screen?
Can one can.
All right, read for me there, Baba Kashkar.
Silaki said, what is the scripture? What is the book?
Salakia. All right, this is the book of Matthew chapter 18. I will read 21 and verse 22.
Can one can. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 18 and verse 21. Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me, and I forgive him? Till 70 times? Salakia, sir.
Right,
Till
yeah, 10
7
times.
times?
Yeah.
Jesus said
22.
unto him,
Mm-hmm.
I say unto thee, until 7 times, but unto 70 times 7.
Gone. So, all right, basically, Peter asks Yahushai, you know what I mean? Jesus Christ, our King. See? How often shall you forgive your brother? 7 times? You understand? But Christ take it even further. Him say, no, I don't say unto you 7 times. I say unto you 70 times 7. Which means always forgive your brother. You understand? To some of us, it seems a bit far-fetched because guess what? Out in the world, all you know what I mean? We preach out in the world, all them preach is hatred for each other. You understand? As a brother slip him slide. We don't, I mean, we will show the oppressor forgiveness, you know. You know what I mean? The oppressor commit a ton loads of crime against us. But once your brother, as simple as step on your shoe, you're ready to kill your brother. You understand? But Christ will make you know, say, yo, we can't pray them way there. We can't think that kind of way. You have to always forgive your brother. Because at the end of the day, what? You want the Most High to forgive you. You want the Most High. Are you without fault? You certainly is not without fault, you know. See? There's somebody who would like to, you know what I mean, hold you accountable for something that you did to them too. You understand? So why you can't forgive your brother? Forgive your brother. The more you forgive your brother, is the more you get forgiven. It's like money in the bank. You understand? You want to be forgiven, forgive your brother. That is how you get forgiveness. You want forgiveness, you have to forgive. You have to give to get. That is how it works. You understand? You can't out there hating your brother, treating your brother like garbage and thinking that, well, the Most High will love you and only you. It don't work so. You understand? You have to show the love that you want to get. That is how it goes. You understand? All right, so if you know what I mean, anybody want to add to that as well?
Yeah. And just as you're bringing the point then, read verse 23. Salakia.
Can. Matthew chapter 18 and verse 23.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore is the kingdom of heaven likened unto a certain king,
Mm-hmm.
which would take account of his servants.
And this is so important, because now, why would a king take account of his servants? Why? Anybody can give an answer? It's on topic. It's on topic.
Why a king what?
Why would a king take account of his servants?
Because he care for them.
That's right. The brothers, that because now is the same thing that was taught to us. Now, even though we hold certain position, we are taught to serve from the highest to the lowest, because now there's a service. And anybody who leading, and that's why again commanding General YAHANNA, this is again, this is the spirit. Because now he who hold that position of service, and he taught men how to serve. Generals, captains come down, as we say, north, south, everybody in the UPK. that spirit of brotherhood. Because now, just as we read before, if I say unto thee, until 7 times, but until 70 times 7, because now this is service. It don't have I just using a figure. This is service. So therefore, anytime that I say, therefore, the kingdom of heaven, this is what Berlin. This is what Berlin. That's why when the scripture say you go come and you go sit up on the mountains, he coming for some that is already established, the kingdom. And this is what Berlin in the I.S.U.P.K under commanding general era, this government, to rule in righteousness. And what men learning to do? Men learning to serve. Because now we hold our seat as service. And this is again when we see, as I say, with the brother being again bragging or whatever, and then boom, the Christian church again it failed because they don't know how to serve. They was never taught how to serve. Because now if the people them that oppressing us, teaching us, what they will teach us, and it call them it call them the what the scripture call them by, it call them the oh gosh, I'll get just now. He have no love with him. He doesn't know. He doesn't understand what love is. He doesn't know how to demonstrate. As you say, how to show care to as we say, to our nation or to our people. And this is why again, service is so important, because now any position that we hold, we'll be serving, because now this is what was taught to us. And it was laid down by, we say, by our king. Because look, what color it writing? It writing red.
Right.
This is the brother, as we say, or this is the king that we following, and commanding generally and are following these instructions. This is who we following. Right? So yeah.
Car one can. All right, Trooper Akashkar. You can see that on the screen.
The book of Mark, chapter 12 and verse 31.
Read.
And the second is like, namely this: thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. There is none other commandment greater than these.
Right, you know what I mean? And so the first thing you have to establish is who is a neighbor. You understand? In the Christian church, a neighbor is, you know what I mean, any and every race of people on the face of the earth. You understand? And that is where we get tripped up. You understand? That is where we stumble. You understand? Not knowing that our neighbor is only our people. See? Your own people. And that is one of the themes of the Bible, you know. To love your people.
Salaki, if I may.
One of the themes of the Bible is for you. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, and this again, just as you're bringing out there, this is why now we always make mention that the King James Bible is just, let me say, about 5 phrases off, you know, and words that, you know, that's supposed to mean something, that take it and they use it as something else, like the word neighbor here. This word's supposed to be brother.
Right.
This is supposed to be brother.
God.
This is one of the phrases that again that off, and have, as we say, about 3 or 4 more phrases. This is one of the phrases that is off. So when it says, thou shalt love thy neighbor, thou shalt love thy brother as thyself. So say it a while, yeah.
Yeah, man, can, you know what I mean? So the Christian church trip up at this. You understand? Because now then, well, there's a precept where make you know that your neighbor is your brother. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
right.
But we know that the Christian church, they don't read the Bible.
Yeah.
This is talking about your brother.
Right.
You understand? Your brother. You know what I mean? I mean, who you call your brother? You know what I mean? Even outside of the context of nation, you call your brother is your family.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
That's right.
Or, you know what I mean? If you ever use slang, you attack a close friend. You understand? Somebody who you care about. See?
Right.
But in this case, it definitely talk about your people. You understand? Continue reading True for Cash Card.
There is none other greater commandment than these.
Right. So there's no greater commandment than these. You know what I mean? The young man, to put it in proper context, the young man came to Christ and asked Christ, you know what I mean? What slack you out? You know what I mean? The young man said, which is the greatest commandment? And Christ said, to love God with all your heart, Zin, and to love your brother as yourself. There's no greater commandment than these. You understand? Which means you love the Most High and you love your brother. Those are the main things. You know what I mean? And I think it continued to say that, let me find it. Let me just find it. I think this that says this the law
on these two on
these two on the law. 1 second. 1 second.
Find it. What's what you continue?
Yeah, go back. You know what I mean? So this basically I let you know that you should love your people. You understand? And there is no greater commandment than this. So for love the Most High is very, very important. The most important thing. You understand? And to love your people is, you know what I mean? I mean, you can't love the Most High without you love your people. See, this is the main, what I call it, this is the main point of the matter. You know what I mean? But of course, we grew up in the Christian church, and the Christian church teach us that, you know what I mean, God love everybody. But how can God love everybody, you know what I mean, and your people are at the bottom of society? See? It can't be that God love everybody.
Right.
You understand? You get punished because you don't keep this commandment that says you should love your brother. 22. Matthew 22. Come. You understand? Let me find it quick and fast. See?
If I can make a point, Kaido, I don't know if you can hear me very well.
Go ahead, sir.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Shalom, brothers, you know what I mean? Good, you know what I mean?
Go ahead, sir.
God, that scripture right there too is I believe it said it's the greatest commandment because all the laws hang on these laws right here.
God. That's the one that we are looking for. God. That's Matthew 22 and 35.
God. And also you brought up a heavy point before with the thing in Jamaica, the element in Jamaica that they call a bad mind. You know what I mean? That bad mind is the law thou shalt not covet.
Right, gone.
So yeah, and you know, Christian, I don't hear Christians saying they'll talk against bad mind, but they won't point it out that this is coveting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Gone.
Yeah,
gone.
So
go ahead, sir.
No, I was gonna put my phone on mute.
Okay, no sweat, sir. And to order for joining the class as well.
I never thought of having me, you know what I mean?
Because guess what I go on now? You know, and the prophets, right? You know what I mean? Because guess what I go on now? See, thou shalt not kill is you showing your brother love. That's you loving your neighbor. You know what I mean? Thou shalt not steal. That is you loving your neighbor. You understand? You not having any other God from other than the Most High is you loving the Most High, as well as you love. You keep all the commandments. SHALAM, go ahead, sir. You want to say something?
Yeah, 'cause I was gonna say, if someone loves another god other than the Israelite gods, you love, for say Islam. If you love Islam, you love Arabs more than your brother.
Right.
If you're into Rastafarianism and you believe that your God Haile Selassie is the black God, the black Christ, then you're gonna tend to love Ethiopians more than Jamaicans, and you're gonna love Jamaicans. You're gonna uplift every single African flag there is out there because you love them and you don't love your own. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? And that is very important for our people to move Rastafarian and say you love your brother. Because the Rastafarians them basically teach us to love the Africans. You understand? You can't be a Christian and say you love your brother. Because Christian teach you to love everybody. Meanwhile, your people suffer. And meanwhile, them worship a white Jesus. You understand? Worshiping the slave master. You know what I mean? Oh, you have to worship the slave master that oppress your brother. That enslave your brother. You
And
understand?
you, Salaki, and you too.
You understand? And you too.
So enslave you and your brother.
See? You worship. Yeah, okay, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, and you know, just you know, Saturday gone there, it had a concert down in Trinidad now. The concert was called Redemption now. Redemption the concert. You know, I think Buju, Beres, Anthony B, a couple of them brothers and them came down now. And you know, well, when you really look at it, it had people outside of the concert and boy, look, they're talking about redemption. It had the sister was outside the concert. You see, they're talking about redemption. Look about our ticket. I can't even go inside the concert, but we're talking about redemption. Or we love with people. So it shows you that again, all way society that they just push, they always, you know, push it for us to be against one another.
Right.
So now it's like I reach, but now it's like I had no love for my brother.
Gone.
So I'm not going to, as you say, have regard or have care for him. Yeah.
Gone. You know what I mean? Redemption, you know what I mean? So they have a redemption concert, but you know what I mean? Meanwhile, the Most High want to redeem us, him people. You know what I mean? But them a promote that? No, them not promote that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just talking. It means nothing. See? But you have a people that needs redeeming, and that is the children of Israel.
That's
We
right.
need redemption.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? It's not a song. It's not a redemption song. It is
Yeah.
real life. You need redeeming. You know what I mean? Christ came, paid that price to redeem us back to the Most High. You know what I mean? But your Christian church don't tell you that it's you, the Most High, send Christ to die for. You understand?
Right.
And teach you to love everybody except your neighbor. You understand? And that is one of the obstacles that our people face as to why we kill each other, as to why we hate each other. You know what I mean? And only value each other for what we have in our pockets. You understand? All right.
If I could too, kind one.
Go ahead, sir.
What you saying is so deep, because when I hear about people talk about redemption, and you know,
Yeah.
you the need quitting from where you are and looking to escape to another place, more than likely Africa, right?
Right.
Because of course
Right.
these religions have made us weak and they made us quitters. I mean,
Right.
rather than being here and building up what we have together here amongst ourselves, we looking to quit from our brothers here,
Right.
ditch whatever foot we have in our society here, and try to stick our feet into someone else's society and to reap off their benefit and eat the fruit from their trees
Right.
Right.
instead of growing our own trees when we already here. You know what I
Right.
mean? 'Cause I tell people all the time, you're not gonna go make no airline rich with everybody from where we are to all go by planes and wait at the airport and take planes to Africa.
Mm-hmm.
When we can just be here right now, because the earth, the Lord said the earth is the earth and the fullness thereof is a paraphrasing. You know what I mean? So when we
Right.
come to realizing that we the children of Israel, you know what I mean? The earth is our turf. The
Right.
earth is our area. You know what I
Right.
mean? Yeah. So like, yeah.
You know what I mean? The earth belongs to us. You know what I mean? We are the rightful rulers of this earth. You understand? Currently, we own nothing. You know what I mean? We don't own nothing right now, because we are under the oppressor, but the earth belongs to us. We should find value in ourselves instead, like we Officer Azaba said, go to our next nation, try to go over Africa to find value over there. When the Africans themselves, you know what I mean? Them have to steal our culture to find value, because them not no value in themselves. You understand? Them not no value in them own self. But the Most I say, yo, the earth and the fullness thereof is his, and who will give the authority of the earth? We. You understand? And when we know, when we learn the culture and come back to these laws in the Bible, this you know what I mean, covenant to the Most High, then we have to understand that. See? And then we have to learn to value each other. We have to know how royal we really is. You understand? Alright, we'll jump to another scripture. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, unless anybody else wants to say input.
Yeah. If I may, while they get that scripture out, man, this
Yeah.
right here, where you're talking about right here, remind me to every Christian as well when it comes to loving someone else's God. Because of course, in the Christian church, they have the white image of Jesus Christ in the church.
Gone.
Him to love everybody. But when we say that God in the Bible says he only loves Israel, they only inquire, what about white people?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Gone.
Meanwhile, they supposed to love everybody. They'll never say why happened to the Chinese? Why happened to our Arabs? Even in Jamaica, you know what I mean? The man running the China, sick of him. You know what I mean? But of course, when a white tourist comes, it's like Jesus Christ came. You see the white Jesus Christ. You know what I mean?
Gone. You're right, sir. Every time them ask, you know what I mean? Every time we tell them that salvation is only for us. You know what I mean? It's all about if the oppressor can be saved. And if them go against it, it's basically them want to save the oppressor. You understand? And that is the thing. Because guess what? We suffer from a thing called Stockholm syndrome as well, You know what I mean? We love the one that has been abusing our people for like 400 years. See? We love that person, it's like, you know what I mean? It's a sickness. We are always wanting to save the oppressor and never trying to save our own people. We don't think our people need saving. Even though we grow up in the condition and see people every day being, you know what I mean, strung out on drugs. Here in Jamaica, the drug of choice is weed. You understand? Smoke weed addicts. Right now we see weed like it's a culture. You understand? When all right, everybody in Jamaica, not every single person, but the majority of Jamaicans, if you probably do an estimation, you probably find out it's about 70% of Jamaicans smoke weed. You know what I mean? What I tell you, you know what I mean? And It's our people. You know what I mean? That statistic will show you our people. What I tell you about our people, that tell us that we're depressed. You know what I mean? We're destroyed as a people in this place. See, yet still the oppressor need to be saved. You can't save the oppressor because the oppressor rule the earth, or you want to save the oppressor. Your brother needs saving. Your brother need forgiveness. See, your brother need, you know what I mean, a second chance. You understand? All right.
I got a question.
Yes, sir. I was just saying, coming into the truth, coming from religion, Christianity, and coming into the truth and learning the scriptures, hearing the breakdown from time to time, it's a source of strength. Because what I've come to realize, I've also oftentimes heard the term Christianity is a hell of a drug.
Yeah.
Because I can recall in recent times, I had the experience of being chastised for not being a part of a religious exercise, right? And I had to boldly respond to the person and let them know that it is not really up for discussion. I choose not to be there and you will not see me there. Right? So that is something that I would not have done coming out of the Christian church or being in the Christian church. It's like you have a certain fear because if you're not there, it would impact you negatively. But coming into the truth and hear the scriptures broken down, it really gives a sense of boldness. And it really lets you see daily the hypocrisy and the lies and the hatred for one another because the same persons will jump up and say, boy, we just worship God. They'll slice you from behind, and there's no love, there's no passion for people, there's no kindness. And it is something that I've been thinking about deeply, and I watch and see persons how they operate in their space of saying that we are worshiping God, yet the same Bible that you hold, you don't believe 3/4 of it because it's done away with.
Yeah.
Yo, give that sister a hand. You know what I mean? Because she's living our lives. We go through that every day.
Right.
Guys, so we're glad to see that there's a sister in the same boat with us. Swimming through the same seas of Christian hell with us. You know what I mean? Trying to stay afloat of this Christian hell. You know what I mean?
Right.
God.
God. All right. Chupa Akashkar. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 19. Start at verse 13. Baba Koshat.
Khan. Ecclesiasticus chapter 19 and verse 13. Admonish a friend. It may be that he had not done it, and if he have done it, that he do it no more.
Right. So the scripture let you know that you must admonish a friend. Go to he and he alone. You understand? Too much time, you know what I mean? Your brother offend us, you know what I mean? And we hold it up in our heart and we don't talk to the brother about it. You understand? We don't go to he and he alone. You understand? And because of that now things build up in your heart to your brother. You know what I mean? And it results in whatever. You understand? When we could, you know what I mean, just have a conversation, like brother, say that you did, it was offensive. You know what I mean? Could you not do that, Baba Koshar? Or you know what I mean? Could you not do that, please? Out in the world, you know what I mean? There's way you can do it. See? But because we don't admonish each other, we sit in our own corners and you know what I mean, we think we know. Sometimes it's an accident. The scripture said, and if he have done it, that he don't do it no more. Verse 14, I will let you know. Slakia.
Khan.
Right, it said, Slakia, not 14, it said, and if he have done it, that he do it no more. So if he did it, sometimes you're wrong, sometimes you never do what you think him do. Sometimes it's a misunderstanding. So may I say, sometimes you think the brother's intention is to do that when it's something else. You just misunderstood the brother. You know what I mean? But you never actually go to the brother for find out. You never go to him and say, well, brother, you know, say that what you do, it kind of rub me the wrong way. Ray. And the brother goes, no, man, far, you know what I mean? I'm not even pre along those lines, Ray. And you find, say, oh, all right, now we get it. You understand? Communication is key. See, read verse 14.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 19 and verse 14.
Read.
Admonish thy friend.
Right.
It may be that he had not said it.
Right.
And
You know
if
what I
he
mean?
have, that he speak it not again.
Right. You know what I mean? Admonish your friend. It might be that he did not say what the rumors are. See? Because many rumors are the main thing that cause friendships to break apart. You understand? Somebody said this, or somebody think them heard that and pass it on to you like Chinese telephone. This is what the person said. When in fact, the person never even said that, and probably it was even taken out of context. There are so many different, what I call it, scenarios that can take into play. You understand? Many different scenarios, but unless you know the facts, you don't know. And that is why you need to go to your friend, admonish your friend, find out, hey, brother, did you really say that? And then the brother will tell you, yeah, we did say it, but this is the reason. Or, no, man, we don't say nothing like that, man. Where you get that from? You understand? That is very important. You understand? And a lot of people die because of hearsay. You understand? A lot of people die because of misunderstanding. Currently, our situation right now as a people is just misunderstanding. You understand? Currently, right now, amongst our people, it's just a lot of misunderstanding. And the main misunderstanding is this. We don't understand who we are as a people. You understand? That is the main misunderstanding. We don't even know who we are as a people because of the lie, the rumor spread by the Christian church. You know what I mean? Lies. You understand? Read verse 15, Baba Kosha.
Khan. Ecclesiasticus chapter 19 and verse 16.
Read.
There is one that slippeth in his speech, but not from his heart. And who is he that has not offended with his tongue?
Right. You understand? Slipping speech, it might not come from the heart. It might just be, you know what I mean, the wrong choice of words. You understand? You have many scenarios, but if you don't communicate, you don't really know what's going on. See? And that's why the scripture says go to A and E alone. These laws, you know, them put in the Bible for a reason, you know. Them put in the Bible so that we can be brotherly with each other. We can live like brothers and sisters.
Right.
You understand? Is these scriptures that are going to heal the problem that we face as a people. And the scriptures are going to do it. Not the Christian church, you know. Not you smoking your brain out in the in Rastafariism, you know. You understand? That can't fix your people. That now going to bring redemption, you know. See? But these scriptures which come from the mouth, you know what I mean, of the Most High, through his prophets, you know what I mean? The word of the Most High, him are the one we have to do the redeeming, you know. So guess what? Him are the one we have the answers, and the answers in the scriptures. But you know, learn it in the Christian church. And the Rastafari community, them use the Bible, but them have no clue as to what the Bible is talking about. No clue. See? So where you can learn what is the solution for your people, only in the I.S.U.P.K and the command in general, YAHANNA.
That's right.
You understand? Get into these classes, get into this truth. You know what I mean? Sit down in these classes, You know what I mean? Learn to talk about your problems with your brother, as opposed to, you know what I mean, just sitting back and hating your brother. See? All right, Slack. Yeah, jump down to verse 17, Baba Kwasha.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 19 and verse 17. Admonish thy neighbor before thou threaten him, and not being angry. Give place
Right.
to the law of the Most High.
Right. So, all right, the situation with the brother that, you know what I mean, he died today, he was sending a lot of threats to his friends. Of course, you know what I mean, we don't know the situation. We don't threaten each other. See? We know out in the world, them are gonna do any and everything that come to their mind. You understand? But here the truth, we don't threaten each other. You understand? Because guess what go on? What you gonna do with that threat? A threat you're gonna make your brother feel, you know what I mean, like he's threatened. You can't make your brother feel threatened. You understand? And out in the world where them do with threat. If a man get a threat in the world, the first thing I do is, you understand? It said, and not being angry. So the first emotion can be anger. See? Give place to the law of the Most High. And where the law of the Most High say, love your brother, love your neighbor. You understand? You have to give place to the law of the Most High. You understand? The law of the Most High say, don't murder. See? The law of the Most High say, don't steal. You know what I mean? Give place to the law of the Most High. You understand? You know what I mean? So like, the brothers can, you know what I mean, jump in any
His screen freeze up. Yeah, like his screen freeze up.
yes, lucky about that, sir.
Yeah.
All right, you have to you have say something before the connection break a while ago?
Oh no, yes, your screen did freeze up now. Just as I was saying, if you could have jump in now. Yeah, but you to have, you have it covered, man. As I say, yeah, soldier in along with you. You're not frightened. Don't worry about that. Yeah, you're back. Yeah, you're back. As we say.
Holy for scripture here. All right, for time's sake, however, I might just click the class.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Here. Yeah, hear me, sir?
Yeah, clear. Yeah, the time, Yeah, the time.
Yeah. All right, we're over the time. So we're
Yeah.
going to click the class right here, so. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'll be too hard.
To order to the brothers for coming through. You know what I mean?
No.
To order to Officer Azar for coming through. You understand?
Right.
Again, what we covered the situation with the brother, with the brother today that was basically unalive after coming on social media, threatening his friends, you know what I mean, because of the lack of brotherhood that he was receiving, you know what I mean. So this is the solution, as I say, you know what I mean. The solution is not out there doing all manner of crime, you know what I mean, hurting And with that, all right, unless, sorry, I'm a final words before we close out.
Well, yeah, but I mean, the brother, that young man, but if you follow general Mahaman teachings and things like this that happen because of the curses, you understand that these things happen to become a lesson to those who it did not happen to.
Right.
So those who leave back ask why did this thing happen, and this is what we are bringing out. So for those who might be watching, we're just showing you why these things happen to us as a people. But really and truly, these things not supposed to happen to us. The Most High has made his people who he has chosen, the 12 tribe of Israel, he has made them perfect.
That's
Right?
right.
Perfect in the not perfect in the Christian sense, because Christian believe that perfection means you don't die. But yeah, we do die, but not in that way. The death that you should get is you die and get old and die. When this happened, you say that the person was cut short.
Right.
So in other words, he was cut short. Yes, yes.
The same thing. This is a term that normally I hear very often when persons die, is that they had an untimely death. Untimely,
Yeah.
what is the true stance on untimely death? Is it there such a term that we should take into consideration of breaking down, or from a biblical standpoint, how do we look at untimely death?
All right. That's what I was explaining. The natural progression. You are born as a baby, you grow, and you get old, become old and die, just like the scripture says. But the parents, there become a time when they require you to take care of them. That is how you as an Israelite supposed to die, get old and die. But whenever you die before you get old, it says that you are cut short. Precept for that now, all right. We can get the precept for you on another class.
Okay.
All right. So, you know what I mean? Is there any other final words from the brothers?
Yeah, again, to what again, for, coming through, letting, brothers come through. Again, like, share, subscribe, to I.S.U.P.K Jamaica. Again, follow the classes and them I.S.U.P.K worldwide, TikTok, YouTube, where every, again, platform, social media, you'll find brothers, in the four corners of the earth, as the scripture say, because this is who we are. We scatter through the four corners of the earth because of disobedience. But notice, the Most High God always preserve, his righteous seed, and always had a remnant to do what? To raise back up these 12 tribes, to raise
Yeah.
back up the nation. And this is why, again, these classes and them is so important. That brothers and sisters, should come through, ask their questions. All your questions will be answered. Because again, this is not the Christian church. This is not religion. This is you as a people and as a nation coming back from a low state or a low condition because of disobedience, right? So, to add again, brothers.
Come.
All right, so
And with that,
join again tomorrow again.
Yeah, no sweat, man.
Uh,
Right?
all right. And with that, we're going to head to the security announcement. Tupac, Kashkar, you don't have the security announcement with you.
Slaki, sir. I have the security announcement.
Okay, come.
We are the I.S.U.P.K out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or a sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to the brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe. This is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8 through 10. It means the tenth. In Hebrew, it is pronounced my Aishira. 10% of every penny of an increase the Lord gives you to the treasury or department or teacher. The priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give, upcoming holy convocation. Remind Archeum and Aquarium to check the social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK event and material. If any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he must start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. Amisha, understand?
Ahmadiyya.
I'm Madium.
Medium. One courtesy salute to the teacher. Amadium. Amadium Shabbat.
No, just courtesy salute. Salakia, just one courtesy salute.
Can. One courtesy salute. Amadium Shabbat.
Ahmadiyya.
Amadium Shabbat.
Ahmadiyya. Barak.
Barak.
Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai Barakatah.
Yahweh Barakatah.
Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai Barakatum.
Yajimata. Yadimata.
Abata.
Class dismissed.
One courtesy salute to the Salaki. One courtesy salute to the sisters.
One courtesy. Salaki, sir.
One sisters.
One courtesy salute to the sisters.
Ahmadiyya. Shabbat. Ahmadiyya. Barak. Yahweh Shema Elatan Basham Yahweh
Yahweh Shema Elatan Basham, Yahweh Shema.
Yahweh Shema. Yajimata. Dismiss.
The water, sir.
I.S.U.P.K style. Can't stop now. Find this warfare. Could it last one? round. Let the oppressed rise, and let the rich mourn till the Sunday. Enough with this shit. I'm about to make it hot, call it compound. This for my niggas, put the guns in on call for the blood. Hey, try to decide my death and got beside yourself. Swore draw for what you perform. How you gon' hide yourself? Devil got to die for his lies and his dreams. Ain't got no love for the practice. No, just cruel intentions. And in my father's house is spinning mansions. I got plenty